What's up, y'all? What's good? Yeah, let's talk about the Pistons point guard situation. Let's talk about it. I'm actually excited to talk about this. I want to talk about it because it's just fun. It's interesting to talk about. Now, the Pistons drafted, they drafted Killian Hayes, number 7 overall in the first round. So, and then they drafted Sabin Lee in the second round. And then they traded Derrick Rose for Dennis Smith Jr., who's also a young player in this league. He's 22, 23 years old at point guard. He's been in the league for I think his 4 years now, 4 or 5 years now. So, yeah, the Pistons, man. Who going to be the point guard of the future? Or better question is, can Sabin Lee or Dennis Smith Jr. be the point guard of the future? Now, people saying, you giving up on Killian Hayes. Nah, I'm not giving up on him yet. But right now, he's not ready. To me, he got a lot to work on. And I mean a lot to work on with his game. When it comes to the shooting, passing. To me, he didn't really flourish either because he also had, every time he was on the floor, Blake Griffin had to be on the floor. So, he really didn't show his full potential. But the guy can't shoot. He can't go to his right. He got a lot to work on. Who I think going to be the point guard of the future. Will the Pistons wind up getting the first overall pick and selected Cade Cunningham? Then what you going to say? Or Cade Cunningham there at number 1, we get to select number 1. Finally, by the way. Then what you going to say? Don't get Cade Cunningham? We're going to have a lot of points in this on this team. So, I don't know, man. Unless you switch over Killian to the 2. Instead of him playing the 1, he could play the 2. Killian, he big enough. He got the size to play the 2. He got the size to play 2. He's big enough, for sure. He 6'5", about 200 pounds? Something like that. He big enough to play the 2. He just not a scorer. He not a scorer yet. He can't shoot right now. He's not a consistent shooter at all. So, with that being said, though, I also like Sabin Lee, though. I see more potential out of Sabin Lee than I do Killian Hayes, in my personal opinion. He could possibly be the point guard of the future. If he really could. He remind me of a more athletic Ish Smith. That's exactly who you remind me of. Only difference is he can shoot the ball a little bit better than Ish Smith. Actually, a lot better. He could shoot threes. Ish Smith can't shoot threes. And the guy was coached by Jerry Stackhouse, former Piston. So, actually, former Piston legend. So, yeah, it's a lot of ties. And then he said this offense is very similar to what Jerry ran at Vanderbilt. So, I think Sabin Lee can be the point guard of the future. They just got to give him more opportunities. He need to get more chances. I like him. Some people say he's a liability on defense because of his size. He ain't too bad on defense. He do intercept passes in passing lanes. He do pick the pocket a little bit. So, he's not completely a liability on defense. But I like Sabin Lee. I like him a lot. I like him more than I like Killian. Sorry, unpopular opinion. I like him more than Killian. I think he got more potential than Killian. He got more college experience than Killian. Killian, he played overseas. And playing overseas don't really have nothing to do with it. Him not thriving. Because look at LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball was the number 2 pick for the Hornets. And look what he doing. Look what he doing for the Hornets. He's balling out. Tyrese Halliburton he looked better than Killian Hayes. I know Killian Hayes didn't play that many games. But I was never really sold on him like that. I just wasn't, man. Like, he just too much of a project to me. I don't know, man. He probably will get good. He probably will get better in this league. But right now, I'm not too sold on him. Dennis Smith Jr., he probably could revitalize his career. He probably could, turn into the next Chauncey Billups, all we know. I mean, the guy's still young, so he's not even in his prime yet. So the Pistons got a good problem to have right now. And if you get Cade Cunningham, it makes it even better. It makes a point guard room a lot better. Now, Cade Cunningham, he could come into the league out of Oklahoma State and be a bust. He could. It's possible. It's possible, but he look really good right now. But you'll have a good problem to have. That's what I'm saying. You'll have a good problem to have. But I like the future of the point guards on this team. This is the most confidence I had in the point guard room in a long time for this team. So, yeah, man. Last time I had this much confidence in the point guard room for the Pistons was when we was going to Eastern Conference Championship games and winning NBA Finals and stuff like that, when we had Chauncey Billups and Mike James and Lindsey Hunter back in the day. I think a couple years ago we had this guy named what's his name? I can't remember his name on top of my head. I think his name is Flip Murray. We had Flip Murray for like a couple years too. So we have point guards that's really good, but I just like the point guard room, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about the Pistons and the point guard room. I think it's the most talented it's been in years. But I'm just not a big Killian guy. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm gone.